Good day, everybody. Happy Friday. And thank you for being with me today on August 16th. I'm Kathy. Welcome to Yarn with Heart. The question for today, the question for this week, let's say that I received some Aberdeen's wool mystery bags. Okay, yes, I have received some mail from Aberdeen's wool. And suppose that some of those yarns from the mystery bags will be part of a gift draw next month for my 1-year YouTube anniversary. The question is, would you want me to keep the yarns secret until next month? Or would you want me to show the contents of some of those mystery bags next Friday? The yarn from in those bags, some of it would be part of the draw in September, but I don't know whether showing some of it now might ruin the surprise. So that is the question for this week. Show the mystery bags now or wait until September to see what is in the prize. So let's have a vote to decide. Now, and if the decision is to show the yarn, I will do it at the end of the video with a spoiler alert. So if any of you do not want to see the yarn, that they will be able to turn off the video or look away and still have the surprise. I'm so grateful for all who've been with me since the very beginning and grateful for people who've joined more recently. Thank you so much for your comments, likes, and for subscribing. It's such a joy to meet you here each week. And if you're a person who loves to knit or crochet or both, please do grab your cup and let's chat. I'm so happy that you're here. Let's see. Today will be about a couple of finished items, a blanket and a shawl, and updates on a couple of works in progress. Those are 2 blankets actually that I have on the go. One's a knit one and one's a crochet one. Also, we'll be chatting today about something that I have received in the mail. And at the end of last week, that was when I received that drawing for the name of my stuffed animal mascot. And also a quick reminder, the draw for the 400 subscriber box of goodies to be won by one lucky viewer will be happening soon. So if you'd like, you can see the August 2nd video for the rules and details. If you'd like to enter, there's still a couple of days to have a chance to win that. The wheel spin will happen on August 20th, and I will post that video on the 20th, and also I will mention the name of the winner on the August 23rd Friday video. So next week, I will hopefully have some finished items. I'd like to complete a couple of hats that are part of the Crochet Along for a Cause, and also a blanket that I'm completing is in colors of Nona Rosanna's book color of the month, Crochet Along. So more about that soon when we chat about today's work 26. So now if you'd like to subscribe and ring the notification bell, you won't miss the next video on August 23rd. So before talking about the items that I finished making this week, let's find a name for my mascot. She has a place of honor right beside my laptop. So now, during August, she's wearing a little rose pin. The link to the pattern, if you'd like to try knitting one of these cuties, is in the description box. What a great pattern by Diane. Although I'm not a champion knitter, I learned some things along the way and had such good success with this pattern. Thank you so much, Diane. Yeah, the pattern is below in the description box. You all suggested such great names that I could not choose just one, so I will leave it to chance. All the names you suggested, including the pattern name of Kitty Cat, are equally wonderful. So let's see what her name is going to be. Let's see, I got one here, and her name will be Miss Sassafras, or Miss Sassy for short. So here we go. She's got her name, Miss Sassafras. Thank you so much, everybody, for the suggestions. They were all so good, and I couldn't choose. So, yeah, Miss Sassafras. I think that's a good name. Thank you. Now, about something that I received in the mail last week. People who are new to the channel might not know I'm not able to work with wool. And because I'm not sure how often I will be working with fingering weight yarns, I have not gotten a cotton advent box as yet. Now, I was browsing around on Etsy and I got a very good surprise, and this will be something that I wanted to share with all of you in case it was helpful to any of you. Plus, this is good timing because this company, EcoYarnStudio, I looked to see if they had any of their advent boxes still available, and I found out for 3 days only, Friday, I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend, they're having a 20% off sale on their whole shop. So I found this shop on Etsy, and I saw that it uses natural dyes for wool of various weights and also for cotton and cotton linen blends that are thicker weight. So they have some very interesting mystery boxes available. They also have those mystery boxes are animal fibers. And anywho, I decided to purchase one of their advent boxes because, here we go, let's have a peek. Their advent boxes, this one had cotton in it, and it was DK weight. And so it's so beautiful. I love how it's been wrapped, and yeah, so they have a couple of advents available. So this one that I chose had some hand-dyed items and some that are balls of organic cotton yarn. I think they're all DK weight. I did add an extra custom order to this one, so I would have 12 items to open, as the original listing is for 8 items. 8 is a perfect number for celebrating Hanukkah. The shop also has the other advent listing, which is for a bit thicker weight yarn and has a combo of cotton and cotton linen yarn and options for 8, 10, or 12 gifts inside. The location's Canada, so for me that was quite good because there was no exchange or duty for me to be worried about. Yeah, I'm so happy about how beautifully they're wrapped, and I honestly don't know how I'm gonna wait until December to open it. So in case anybody's interested in checking details about this shop, I'll put it in the description box below. There we go. So there it is. And that's a treat for me for this December. I won't open. I'm going to stay vigilant and not open it until then. So next, I will talk briefly about my finished items for this week, and then a quick mention about the 2 blankets that I've started. One of those that I started is a really colorful one for Boggy Creek, and the other is an update on how far I've come on the knit blanket that I started last week. So for these finished items, I completed my Boggy Creek Camp Christmas blanket, and this will be my submission to Judy's Creations in the Crochet Summer Crochet Along. The 4 stitches out of the 6 stitches shown that I used when making this blanket were the triad stitch, the herringbone double crochet stitch, the Suzette stitch, and the spiked sedge stitch. And people can make whatever item they would like to using at least 4 of the 6 stitches, and then they submit their picture to Judy by the due date to participate in this summer crochet along. Now last week I joined the squares using a slip stitch through the back loop of each square. And those are simple joins that I used a single crochet around each square and then slip stitched into those single crochets. Judy also requested the border around the whole blanket would be a simple border. And the border that I used, here, let me show you. The border that I used was a half double crochet all the way around. And then into the corners, I just did half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet. And I did that all the way around for my first row. And then the second row, I did single crochet in the back loop all the way around just to finish it up and give it a nice finished edge. There. So it is all ready for me to email the pictures to Judy for her slideshow. And I will stand up and show you. This is a good size for the Boggy Creek Camp. There we go. There, and that's my blanket for there. I thank Judy for all the work that she put into this, because I know it must have been a lot doing all of those tutorials and organizing everything for the crochet along, and it's been a lot of fun. There's still time if you wanted to do, you don't have to do a blanket, you can do a smaller item, and there's still lots of time because I don't think it's finished until September 8th. So that's that submission. Now the next thing that I did also is one for Judy's make along. This is my Tropical Bird of the Month submission. It's the submission for the August Tropical Bird, and I will move over a little so I can put a picture up in the corner. I used yarn from my stash, and the yarn I used was Karen Colorama Halo in perfect phasing, and it is blue raspberry. There were 8 ounces or 227 grams in this cake of yarn, and it says it's a 5 bulky, but really as I was working with it, I think it did work up kind of like a 4. Maybe it was called a 5 because of the halo that's on it. I used a 6mm hook, and I did this. It's my first time that I was using a virus pattern. And this is what I did. I'll put it on. You can see how long it goes on the back. So this will be quite a good prayer shawl, I think, for somebody. When I did this one, I referred to a YouTube tutorial when I was making it. And of course, for any of the pattern information and YouTubes that I refer to in my videos, you can check the description box below for that information. For this shawl, although I usually refer to patterns, and I'm sure there's written patterns out there for a virus shawl, I didn't refer to a pattern. I went to a YouTube video tutorial by Hobbii called How to Crochet the Virus Shawl, Quick and Easy Virus Shawl Tutorial. So that was how I did this one. Oh, and here I'll show you up close. That's the pattern. And again, a lot of people, this is a pattern that's been around. A lot of people have worked with this one, but for me, it's the first time that I've ever done this. I really enjoyed this pattern. This is how much yarn I had left. I just worked it until I had almost no yarn left, and then to finish the end, I just did single crochet and then my favorite slip stitches in the single crochet to finish the edge. Now, next, of course, I'll talk about the 2 blankets that are works in progress. And after that, our Yarn Olympics, the list of events that we decided on in the comments area last week. So for the works in progress, a quick mention about how things are going with the Charlie Baby blanket. This is by Marianna. And this is a pattern that's available for free on Ravelry. You can see I've got my end still. Now I've been moving right along with this one. It's a 6-row repeat and a very enjoyable knit. The texture is what's really drawing me to this blanket. As of today, I've completed 24 inches of the blanket, and for a finished one, I'd like to make it either 30-inch square or maybe a 33-inch by 30-inch blanket. So I'm hoping to have it completed by next Friday, if all goes well. So that's a quick update on that one. And the last one, this is going to be eventually, I hope, my second Boggy Creek blanket. The pattern is Moss Stitch in a Square Blanket by Sarah Zimmerman. It's available for free on Ravelry. I'm using Karen Cinnamon Swirl Cakes in the color Citrus Twist, and for these solid areas, I'm using Red Heart Bunches of Hugs in Cabbage. That Bunches of Hugs is a discontinued yarn, unfortunately, because it works out really well together with the Cinnamon Twist. So a 6mm hook, I'm not sure if I said that. I have one more of these still to do. And I'm hoping for a 40-inch square when I'm finished this blanket. There we go. So now, the question of the day from last week was, what yarn-related Olympic event would you absolutely love to be part of? Not to win, just to be part of. So today, I will read the fun events that everyone typed in the comments. So those were pattern collecting, a fun biathlon of frogging projects and making big yarn knots, spinning, an event of how many whips can one have going and keep them all straight, creative yarn bombing, oldest whip, detangling yarn, the event of would blocking really fix that, beginner knitting cat patterns event, how many items cast on before finishing any of them event, another biathlon of yarn gathering and bargain yarn hunting, scouring the web looking for interesting yarns event, detangling yarn barfs event, free pattern collecting, and the fastest yarn winder upper event. So thank you to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy your crochet, enjoy your knitting, and I hope to see you next Friday.